She denied her own father in front of everyone. There are moments in life that split a room in two. Not the kind of moments that announce themselves with sirens or flashing lights or anything you can prepare for. The kind that arrive quietly, inside a person who has been preparing for them for years, wrapped in something so calm and so controlled that nobody in the room sees it coming until it has already happened. Moments so brutal, not because of violence, not because of a weapon, not because of anything loud, but because of a silence that stretches just a few seconds too long, and then a voice, steady and clear, that says something so simple and so devastating that the air in the room changes. And everyone who is present for that moment will carry it for the rest of their lives. They will talk about it at dinner tables and describe it to friends and replay it in their minds long after they have forgotten other things that seemed far more important. Because some moments are not just events, they are before and after lines. They are the exact place where a story splits into two different stories, and nothing on either side of that line looks the same as it did before. This is one of those moments. And it happened in a courtroom in the American Midwest on an ordinary Tuesday morning, in a room full of people who had come for a hearing about an old woman's estate and left having witnessed something they had no category for. A man sat at a table. He was older, gray at the temples, the kind of hands that come from decades of real work, eyes that had learned, over a very long life, how to look calm. And the woman walking toward the witness stand was not a stranger to him. She was his daughter, the little girl he had held in the delivery room, the child he had carried on his shoulders, the young woman he had watched graduate with tears he could barely contain. And in the next 60 seconds, in front of every person in that room, she looked straight past him, as though he were furniture, as though he were part of the wall, and told the court that she had never seen that man before in her life. That is where this story ends. But to understand why it happened, to truly understand it, you have to go back to the beginning. You have to go back 30 years. And what you find there will change the way you think about family, about loyalty, about the weight of a secret that a man decided to carry for 3 decades instead of telling the truth. And before we go any further into this story, let us know in the comments where you are watching from. We would love to hear from you. And if you have not already, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss any of our upcoming videos, because this one is just getting started.